Okay, we're live. Hold on a second. Turn that up just a little bit. And mess around with the brightness on my end so I can actually see the damn thing. And that should do it. This game is very dark. Alright. Hopefully we can beat this game tonight. If we're lucky. Maybe I should just keep streaming until I beat it. And with that said, we should also do the review kind of soon. Because we are getting close to the end. And that's a good thing, because it's not that this game is bad, it's just very average. You know. But I always wanted to beat this game, and it's not that long, so I don't see the harm in just pushing through with this game.
You are trespassing on sacred ground.
And we're actually in the best part of the game anyway. So okay, we're gonna die. Somehow made it through. Let's see if we can grab that shield and grab one of our hero swords here. Nice. But we are pretty close to death. Game's getting kind of challenging. Like, getting good at this game, though, like, I don't really know what it consists of. Like, you basically just need to run in, do a couple of hits, run out. Run in, do a couple of hits, run out. There really isn't a lot of strategy involved in the game. Oh, look, a monster. Oh, wait, no, he's dead already. Okay. How do we get out? Over here? There's probably a way to turn off that autosave, but like most things in these kinds of games, they make everything kind of obtuse to figure out. Everything's really just annoying to figure out. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And there's nothing up here. Great. I was hoping for something up here. Hopefully the increased gamma will make it a little bit easier to see, because every VOD of this game that I've seen so far is just very dark. Dark to the point where I can't even see it on YouTube. So, I don't know. Turn up the brightness a little bit so it can be a little bit more visible. There's not a lot of colors in this game anyway, so it's not like it would get washed out. I mean, it's not the dullest game in the world, though. It actually looks pretty good for its time. It's just the beginning was pretty uninspired. So yeah, we were streaming a good game yesterday. And now we're streaming an average game. Average in a negative sense, I guess. It's one of those games that you play once, but it's totally forgettable. It's not really something you ever want to play again. There's truly no point. Okay, here we go. What did that do? So you gotta like look everywhere for the one switch that you missed and hope it does something. And what did it do? Did it do anything? I don't think it did anything. What did that do? There's some kind of switch over there, but I don't know what it does. If I were to guess, if I go back there, I can probably hit it again. So it does something. Stays down for a little while. Then it comes back up, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's timed. Whatever it does, it doesn't last long. Let's check down here, see if it does anything. Nope, of course not. Like, the game is just, like, semi-obtuse. Like, it's not obtuse to the point of where I usually need a walkthrough. Like, I haven't needed a walkthrough so far. That doesn't mean that it won't come to that at some point, but it's annoying enough that you get stuck, and, like, unnecessarily so. Like, I don't know what this adds. Like, when you get stuck, what does this add to the game exactly that is so enthralling? Oh, man, I don't know what it does. Let's backtrack. Let's get out of here. If I can. Okay. I can't leave. What does this do? I can't even leave, so I'm in here. Okay, okay. Oh, shit. Alright, finally. But I'm almost dead. Let's see if there's any lizards. You know what? I should probably turn up the brightness a little bit more on my end. Just because it's still a little bit too dark. Okay. I need to see those lizards. Let's say.
They say it is Ragnar, son of Jarl.
Ragnar, son of someone.
Quiet. I heard something.
You heard something. Cuatro. The banter is kind of funny. It is somewhat amusing. Oh, good. A lizard. I see it. Still not quite enough. Oh, wait. Beer. Or a mead, rather. Alright, now we can save. Mead. Fermented honey, apparently, is what mead is. So I would guess we probably have to jump to that ledge thing over there. Okay. Then from here, we can jump over here.
And I have served you well, Conrack. Under my command, we have laid waste to another score of villages, and now lie within a half-day's march to Wotankeld. But the men begin to grumble about such wanton destruction on their own lands. When our campaign comes to an end, what will remain? It is time to drop this charade of worshipping Loki, lest its magics forever corrupt us. The dogs of war turn against their master. You are skilled with a blade, Sigurd, but you are blind to the grand schemes of my master. A leader of men you may be, but we have no further use for you or any thrall you might call
Listen to his voice.
The leader of men you may be. Dogs. If these are the rewards of loyalty, I declare the hounds free of the kennel. Let me show you the rewards of true loyalty. Mortals may call me the betrayer, but the master of this temple has rewarded my devotion with a true army. See for yourself the power of Loki.
Stuff's happening. Some new skellies are great. Like I didn't get enough of them before. Hey! Tricky boy! EnigmaHood Enigma time. How you doing, Tricky boy? Glad you can make it. Hopefully we can beat this game tonight. What have you been up to today? Been playing some more roguelites? We actually got a cutscene here. This is like the first cutscene we've got since the beginning of the game. Is the volume balance okay? Looks like we got a new axe over here.
Ragnar, I had heard there was an intruder.
Fresh and clean. Simple and
I
Clean
prayed
is
to Rune, but feared he would not
song
hear one
by-
gone so astray. We fought Conrack merely
I forgot
clever
her name.
and bloodthirsty, but he is completely mad. He would
Volume's
destroy
good. Okay,
all
good.
of Midgard in his bid to win Loki's favor. You must stop him, Ragnar. While once there were many, there is now only you, the Odin's Blade. I know I have not earned Valhalla, but I would not be one of Conrack's monsters. Take my axe, Ragnar, and go to seek vengeance for us all.
Okay. I'll do just that. So guard's axe. And he's dead. He deserved to die for his crimes against humanity. Let's check out the jump attack animation. Hey, this looks pretty cool. Look at that. Occasionally, this game actually has some cool things in it. Let's just take a quick look around, see if there's anything else. Alright. Installed Outlast again to play the immense good DLC Whistleblower. That's a survival horror game, right? Hopefully that guy I killed wasn't critical to the game or something. I mean, he was already dead anyway. So, Outlast, yeah, I heard of that game before. I might even have it on Steam, I'm not sure. It's a pretty scary game from what I hear. Look at this big fucking axe, I like this. This big fucking axe. Okay, now where do we go? Oh, over here? Nope, we came from here. Oh yeah, it was free on Humble Bundle. Gotcha. Yeah, that's probably when I got it. Oh, here we go. So the DLC is really the best part of that game? Has the rest of the game, the regular game. Rune of Health, okay. Okay, we can save. It's amazing, perfect immersion, atmosphere, and action? Really? Huh, you piqued my interest. I definitely want to check it out now. Might install it on my gaming PC. Oh, jeez. Ugh, I'm stuck. Can you believe this shit? Oh, man. Never forget the 4 to 6 hours of Outlast. Never ever. That's not too... Yeah, that's a good length. That's perfect for me because I have such a big backlog that I don't really need a stupidly long game, which I probably am going to be playing soon, actually, because well, there's a couple of long games that I'm going to be playing. Zelda: Link Between Worlds. All Zelda games are pretty long, so that's going to be kind of longish, I'm sure. And also Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'm pretty sure is going to be lengthy as well. But that's okay, because those are amazing games. Also, Zelda Oracle of Ages will probably be lengthy as well, just like Oracle of Seasons was, but um, we'll be streaming that long, hopefully. You know, we'll be trying to stream it for at least 4 to 5 hours every day. So, hopefully we'll get through it. Hey, look at this. This is pretty cool. I like the monster infighting. Oh. Looks like our Viking buddy did not last. Turn out the lights and use headphones or good surround sound. Dive into the asylum with a sick doctor. There's a game called Sanitarium, which is a graphic adventure, probably the best graphic adventure I've ever played. One of these days, maybe I should stream it, but I don't know how enjoyable a graphic adventure is to stream. It might be kind of cool. We'll see. You can only run and hide, turn on your video camera to see in the dark. Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe one day we'll stream Outlast then. We'll see. We got some lizards. Remember when we streamed Until Dawn? That was kind of a cool, scary-ish game. Yeah, that was a cool, scary game. That was the one that Nilavani recommended. She actually recommended me to buy it, so I bought it. And it was pretty good. Okay. What else is in here? Dead Space, yeah. It's just as memorable as that? Okay, nice. Yeah, Dead Space was... I really enjoyed that. That's a great survival horror TPS game. Really, really amazing. What's even more amazing is EA made that game. A lot of people bash EA, but I will never bash them for Dead Space because that's a fantastic game. Dead Space 2 and 3, I didn't like it as much. I don't know, like, in some ways, like, it improves the game, but I don't know, like, for some reason they just weren't as good. Dead Space 3 had co-op, so that was kind of neat, but, you know, in a survival horror game, it also takes away in some ways because they have to change the level design. It's kind of the same problem Gears of War had, because, like, when you allow the possibility for co-op, they have to inevitably change the level design to make it simpler, so you guys can't get split up and stuff. And so the single player is inevitably going to suffer. But you're in there and you will be scared. I used to, like, when I was younger, I used to get scared in video games all the time. Even Doom made me scared. I think the scaredest I got was when I played Resident Evil for the GameCube. That game, like, scared the shit out of me. But somewhere along the way, I stopped being scared of video games. Like, I used to get, like I said, like, even games like Doom, original Doom would scare me. Pretty much any FPS game, because you don't have good spatial awareness, they would all scare me. You know, I was a little kid. Um, I think after I became a film student, then like I started not being scared because like I know all the tricks they have to scare people now, and also like when you're a gamer in general, you kind of know when the scares are gonna come. But who knows? I'll definitely love to try Outlast, and hopefully, or maybe unhopefully, I will get scared. Alright, I don't know what the fuck to do. I am so stuck, and this happens way too often. Why does this always happen? Like, this game wouldn't be as... Like, honestly, most of the length of this game is just getting stuck and trying to figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do next. Like, okay, I come here. I kill the abominable snowman. And now I don't know where to go. You think? No. Crouching down in here. This is... Alright, let's backtrack. Okay, I have all of it. Nice. And the DLC, so I got in the Humble Bundle. Yeah, I can definitely stream it. We'll stream that game one day. Where? Okay, like, okay, so I can't go back. Once you go here, you are in this area, so you can't go any further. Like, I can see people getting annoyed with this game, like, when it becomes obtuse like this, and then just saying, fuck it. Like, they are obviously artificially making this longer than it needs to be by just having people get stuck and then not having it be intuitive as to figure out where to go next. Don't you hate it when this shit happens? Like, I pumped up the brightness so there isn't any, like, little tunnels and alcoves that I can't see. I can pretty much see everything. It's possible I have to whack at something. We should do the review soon. Alright, maybe it has something to do with these things. But I don't think so. I've seen these things before and they don't do anything. Oh, come on. It looks... I mean... There's nowhere else to go. This is the most annoying shit. Like, I got a feeling what I'm supposed to do is pretty, like, simple. And it'll make me go in hindsight. Why the hell didn't I think of that, but... Alright, so we have a campfire here. Some of these things, I don't know what they do. There's, like, some kind of weird crevice here, but I can't go into it. It doesn't go anywhere. There's nothing above us. There's nothing I can jump to. I can't go back. Can't backtrack. Let's try a leap of faith. That's literally what you're supposed to do. Wow. They wanted you to jump off a cliff. I can't believe that. How are you supposed to know that? This is a cutscene, I think. Is it a cutscene? No. I'm dead. Wait. That looked like a cutscene, didn't it? I don't know. Yeah. Like, it turns into a cutscene. And then it re-material. Oh, man. What a stupid game. Someone help me! What do I do? You have to believe to make the leap of faith. And you have to bank on there not being weird cutscenes that don't make any sense. Ugh. I hate it when I get stuck in video games. Especially when the solution is so unintuitive. This is not the first time I got stuck in this game. I've gotten stuck many times. Any ideas, Tricka boy? Well, this is a good way to start the stream. Being stuck in one place forever. Hey, Snow! Thank you for the 15 bits. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? It's been a while. What was the last stream you came to? I can't even remember. Where the hell? Where do I go? Doing fine? Yeah, I'm doing fine too. Thanks for asking. Well, sort of fine. I'm kind of annoyed right now because I don't know how to get through this area. But yeah, it's been a very long time. Last time I think we talked, you said you were speedrunning, right? Aren't you speedrunning now? Doing some speed runs? I think you said you're doing speed runs of A Link to the Past. I am doing everything. I am literally doing everything and I'm getting nowhere. Can I kill this bridge? Don't do speedruns? Oh. Shows how much I know. My memory's shit. So refresh my memory then. What was the last stream you came to? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. This thing sucks. I don't know. I might have to check a walkthrough. Because I've been running back and forth and back and forth, and there is nothing. This is the most stupid puzzle thing. This is not even a puzzle. Been way too long to remember? It has been a long time. Remind me some of the games that you like. That might refresh my memory. Some of your all-time faves. I remember things better if I know what games people like. Tricky Boy, for example, he's a roguelite fan. So he's Mr. Roguelite and roguelike. Then we got Chef, who is... oh wait, maybe... well, Chef likes a lot of different games, but he does like Breath of the Wild. For Tomboy, she likes Pokemon and also Zelda, Oracle of Ages. Okay, okay. But once we get here, then we can't get back. Alright, you think maybe I gotta use my special ability. Let's see what happens if I use the special ability. Let's go over here and use it. It might do something. Alright, let's go over here and see if it does anything. And of course it does nothing. This is just the freeze ability. Like Siege, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Skyrim, Dead by Daylight, Venture, Quest Worlds. Okay, so you like COD a lot of COD games. Well, that's one thing that I don't like. Definitely not a COD fan. I'd rather play this game than COD, and I'm stuck. I mean, this game's not terrible, but it is very average. Adventure Quest Worlds. I never heard of that. What is that? Halos and GTA 4. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, I streamed Halo 2 a while ago. And GTA 4 I streamed as well. Did you know that chauffeur means heater? Since the first cars were steam driven and the chauffeur was to fill up the coal? Is that right? The first cars were steam driven. I know there were steam driven cars, but I know some early cars were actually electric, believe it or not. Yeah, and they did experiment around with some steam-driven cars, but they even made a steam tank, but that was just a prototype. I think it exploded. Okay, here's another. It's MMO, okay. It's 10-year anniversary on the 10th, okay. I see. Yeah, never actually played any... Well, I played MMOs before. Technically, Fortnite is an MMO. A lot of people don't call it an MMO, though. They call it, like, Battle Royale. But, you know, when you have that many players playing at once, it's an MMO. Other than that, I haven't actually played any MMOs. Massively multiplayer online games. Yeah. Because most of them have monthly fees, and I can't justify that. Because I play too many games. Like, I can't just play one game. Alright. I think I am totally stuck. I tried everything. This is the dumbest part of this game. The sheer stupidity of this area. I can't believe it. I've never encountered a place like this in this game before. Like, all the other places, you could at least figure it out at some point. There's literally nothing. There is nothing here. Like, I got the feeling like maybe it wants me to pick up an item or I have to attack something, but like, I don't know why the devs thought this was a good idea to have it just lead nowhere. You know? It just circles around. Yeah. I would have to check YouTube, actually. Those are usually actually the better kind of walkthroughs. Like, anything visual. And then you would have to go to near the end. I fucking hate this part. Fuck it. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, that game doesn't have any multi-fees. That's good. Yeah, maybe. I've been, like, experimenting around with different online games on my gaming laptop. I tried MechWarrior Online. That's free to play on. That's free to play. And also, I played Warframe. Been playing that with my buddy Neil. So that's cool. Let's see, where am I? Okay, looks like we're in part 13 then, I guess. Yeah, I think we're in part 13. Sorry about this, guys. But, you know, if I'm stuck, I'm stuck. What can I say? This is the first time I had to check a walkthrough. Are you fucking kidding me? It looks like you can jump over those gaps. Hold on. But I did! I did try to jump over it. Had I, like, For Honor? You know what happened? I installed it. But then I ran out of hard disk space. So I had to uninstall it, and I haven't gotten around to installing it again. Like, I don't get that. Like, he's able to jump across the gaps. Arlix Entertainment? Okay. So it's not on Steam? Looks like there's some way... Or hold on, let me check the walkthrough again. Yeah, I think you gotta jump over the gaps. It's kind of stupid. He killed the old guy too. No, he's in some weird place. Oh wait, no, I have been here. Yeah, I played Warframe. I'm playing a lot of Warframe, which is pretty cool. The gameplay's really addictive. Have you tried Warframe at all, Chertka? Runs in Flash, so it's kind of like a more, not exactly like a full-fledged game, more of like a smaller kind of game. Okay, so he's killing all the Viking dudes. Wow, he seems to have like a permanent ice effect on his axe. I don't know how he did it. Never tried For Honor. Okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool, especially if you're playing with buddies or you're playing with a buddy. All right, see, like, yeah, what I was trying was actually what you're supposed to do, but I wasn't doing it properly. So it wants you to be right on the edge here. Okay, so this is so dumb. I guess you have to wait until the wind blows and then jump. It's a large game, pretty massive in size. Yeah, see the wind blowing there? So we have to wait. This is so dumb. There. That's what you're supposed to do. Isn't that stupid? Like, I figured that might be what you're supposed to do, and that's why I did try jump off these ledges. Oh, great. But, you know, since it doesn't work all the time, you figure that's not what you're supposed to do. Isn't that stupid? And see, like, you might be tempted to jump off now. Okay, I made it. And over here, you can't even see. Yeah. Wind blowing a man in armor and has a heavy axe too. And I keep on dying because the second one makes even less sense than the first one. It's a large game. Pretty big game, huh? See, you know, fucking hell. Just gotta wait. Alright. Yeah, the second one, you can't even see the snow. So stupid. I don't think anyone could figure that out on their own. Like, because you would, like, I tried it, and, like, when you try something and it doesn't work, you naturally believe that that's not what you're supposed to do. So it's just infuriating to me when something you try and then it doesn't work, and then you reasonably believe that you have to do something else. Yeah. Like it's their way of artificially making the game longer, because I'm assuming this game's not very long. In fact, I checked the walkthrough and we're not like tremendously close to the end, but we're getting there. Look at these fuckers. At least this axe is pretty badass now. Okay. Where are the monsters? I hear them. There he is. Let me save. What do you think? Think I should do the review soon? We'll give it a little bit more time, I guess. We'll try to do the review tonight. Give it a little bit more time. But yeah, I should probably do it while the game is actually playing rather than during the credits, because there's not really a lot going on in this game anyway. It's no dialogue, no story. Occasionally there are some cutscenes. We got another rune. Can I pick it up? Okay, for some reason he won't pick up that rune. I guess it's because I'm maxed out. In that case, let me use my rune power. Smash that guy up. And pick that up. Yeah, the rune powers are the one thing that kind of mixes the game up. But they don't last very long. And so, because they don't last very long, and sometimes there's some really tough enemies, you end up, hey, Chef! Chefy boy's in the house! You end up not really using them as often as you would like to use them. Because you're constantly, like, in a state of where you're trying to save it for a tough fight. And then you just end up not using it at all. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Chef? Where the hell do I... See, now I'm stuck again. This is fucking ridiculous. I can't believe this game. Like, why doesn't it just make it simple to... You know, okay, this is where you're supposed to go next. You know, like, no stupid, like, I can't... We reach a brick wall, and then you have to fumble around with... By the way, pea soup fog up the ass. This is like N64 Turok fog. Look at this. Like, the draw distance is awful, and like, this is not... Okay, here we go. Don't you hate pea soup fog, Turkey boy? Haven't played the main story? Doing your own things, getting nice items and gear? Just doing all the side stuff, huh? These big fucking Vikings. I'm out of rune power, by the way. What the fuck? They all have ginormous axes. Alright, and we had full health, and we still died there. That's okay. So where's this passageway? See, what makes it even harder to find is the pea soup fog. This N64 style fog. You know, you ever play Turok on the N64? Even Superman 64 had this shit. It was their way of trying to limit the draw distance because the hardware was too slow. But then you can't see where you're supposed to go. See, like, I already know where I'm supposed to go, and I still can't find it. I think it's up here, right? The fog, yeah. Such advanced features. I don't think I've ever played a game where fog is actually good. Does Outlast have fog? Probably does, but probably does it better. I think maybe Silent Hill had fog. It wasn't bad there, because like that was kind of like. Oh, I played the Wii version of Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. That was actually a pretty decent game. It's not like the greatest thing ever created. Okay, here we go. But still decent. Alright, let's save here. Big dudes. Oh yeah, the Dark Souls 2 forest, yeah. Damn it. Okay, we got him. That went okay. Goblins, the Vikings, the big beard guys. Alright, jump into the water. And we're in another cave. Honestly, caves are my least favorite part about this game. Some of the outdoors look okay, especially near the Viking areas. This ice actually looks kind of decent. Oh, that's kind of cool. Unreal Engine 1 at its finest. Nice reflections. Not bad, not bad at all. Hey. He's just standing there. Hey, did you forget that we're mortal enemies, you fucker? I like these reflections. Jeez, why is this the only part of the game where they use this, though? Like, for most, like 75% of the game, we didn't see anything nice like this. Now they're doing it? There are plenty of opportunities they could have showed, like, some nicer floors, reflections. Yeah, I was, away for a week. Dark Souls 2 Snow DLC. On the way to 2 kittens boss fights and the horse appears out of nothing. The 2 kittens boss fight. Can't remember that one. Oh wait, in the DLC? Can't remember if I fought that one or not. There's so many bosses in that game. That's the only Dark Souls game where I haven't beaten all the bosses. There's just too many. I think most people agree that there are just too many bosses in that game. Well, I shouldn't say there are too many. It's fine that there's a lot, but yeah, trying to beat all of them is quite an accomplishment that is a little too time consuming for me. Have you beaten all the bosses in Dark Souls 2, Churtka? Like, including the DLC and stuff? See, that's the thing, like, there's 3 DLC packs for that game. 3. All the other games only have 1. So that is by far, Dark Souls 2 is by far the longest Dark Souls game. Okay, now we can go in the water. The ice cold water. This is probably not a good idea. Okay, wait, there's something over there. By the way, I talked to Nilavani, and we might be streaming Neo after Zelda Oracle of Ages. So at first I thought maybe we might do Mass Effect 2, but I think Neo might be pretty cool. So she said she might be around in like a week or 2 or something like that. Oh, you're calling that gigantic, ferocious cat a kitten? Okay. Had a feeling that was gonna happen. That's kind of neat. Jeez. Alright. You're on your way home. Made it home? No problem. Glad you made it home in one piece. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since we played Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I think you actually, yeah, I think you missed that stream. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 we streamed before you came, because I remember I streamed Lords of the Fallen after Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 was one of the first games I streamed on Twitch. What's going on? Stuff is happening. These are pretty impressive effects, actually. Like, for Unreal Engine 1, that's pretty neat. Don't ask you about all DS2 bosses? Okay, so you haven't beaten them all. You didn't beat Fume Knight? Okay. I have beaten Fume Knight. I have not beaten the Blue Smelter Demon, but Nilabani said she beat it. Well, I never encountered the Blue Smelter Demon, so... I mean, the first Smelter Demon was bad enough. But there's ways of cheesing that game, apparently. Like, if you know how to cheese it, apparently it can be, like, it can be ridiculously easy. That's kind of the problem with all the Dark Souls games. Like, each game, like, you can't ever say one game is the hardest, objectively. Because there's aspects about each game that make it easier, or make it harder. You know, I was inclined to say Dark Souls 3 might be the easiest, but then there's things about it that make it ridiculously hard, like the multi-phased boss fights, which are tremendously hard. No other Dark Souls game has that problem. Like, there's a couple of multi-phased fights in some of the other Dark Souls games, namely Ornstein and Smo, but not as much as Dark Souls 3. Like, that's the one thing that makes Dark Souls 3 ridiculously hard. Everything else about it is not bad, though. What about Dark Souls 3? Think Frida's gonna get it today? Frida is one of your friends? Oh wait, what am I saying? Frida is a boss, right? See, Chefy boy, you keep on throwing me off with all these things. Freed, okay. Remind me again which boss is Freed. Like, you said Frida, and I was like, is that one of your friends, Chefy boy? Remind me again which boss that is. This fucker is going down. Oh, the nun boss from the Painted World DLC. Trying to remember. Okay, so there were 2 DLC packs for Dark Souls 3, right? Yeah, there were 2 Because there's the ringed world and then there's the painted world. I'm trying to remember this boss that you're talking. Oh yeah, you know what? Now I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, her father is in it too, and it's a multi-phased fight. And yeah, she's pretty tough. Yeah, I did beat her though. I beat all the bosses. Not to brag or anything. Not to toot my own horn, but I will brag a little bit. I did beat all the bosses in that game. Did you play the Ringed World DLC yet, Chef? Probably not though, right? Because that's usually the harder of the two. Most people save that for later. Where the hell do we go? Okay. Where do I go? What do I do, dudes? What do I do? Is there another air current that can take me up here? Come on. Don't you hate it when this happens? Wait, maybe there's something over on this? Nah. Oh, maybe gotta go down?
Leave worry to cowards, Ragnar.
That
Trust
voice.
yourself to faith.
Trust yourself and take a leap of faith. Look at this. Jeez, that was one hell of a drop. Okay. At least they kind of like informed you, yeah, take a leap of faith. Like, trust yourself. That means take a leap of faith. So at least I can figure that out. Viking power metal and some headbanging. Could use a little bit more heavy metal music in this Viking game. Okay, I think we're gonna get the final armor. Check this out. This is one of the cool things about this game. Just like in Heavy Metal Fact 2, he changes his outfit as the game goes on. He becomes more and more armored. So this is gonna be the final armor upgrade, but I don't think it bestows any kind of like defensive benefit. Yeah. So we got the helmet, rocking the horned helmet. A little unrealistic, a little historically inaccurate, but still pretty badass. Yeah, I think it's just aesthetics. I don't actually think it gives you like any kind of defensive benefit. But the cool points. So now that we have the horned helm, we're in the final throes of the game. Alright. You guys want to do a review? Should we do a review? Or should we just say fuck it? Let's do the review maybe. Hold on. Where are we going? Where the hell are we going? Ready for a review? Alright, let's do the review. We're probably stuck anyway. That's a good time to do the review. Alright, this game, Rune, this is probably one of the more obscure PC games. It's totally forgotten. Not too many people know about this. I know about it because I was a big gaming fan. I was a big PC gamer back in the late 90s. I had a gaming PC back then. And I played Unreal Tournament and everything, and so yeah, I knew about this game. And I played the demo of it, and I loved it back in the day. And then I got the full version, and it was terrible. I literally, I couldn't get like more than like maybe 30 minutes into the game, maybe 40 minutes, something like that. It wasn't much. So this game is a hack and slash action game. It kind of looks like it might be like an archaic Dark Souls, but it actually has more in common with games like Ninja Gaiden or God of War or Devil May Cry than it does with like Dark Souls, because it's a pure action game. There's no level progression at all, and you just hack and slash things. Hold on one second, let me just turn down the volume for the review. Now, it has kind of an interesting control scheme. Another game that not too many people played is a game called Heavy Metal Fact 2, which this game is very similar to. And these games came out around the same time. So you use the WASD keys and the right mouse to control the game. So you can move forward and back, and you can strafe left and right, and you can aim. So it's the controls are exactly the same as an FPS game, but there is no shooting in this game. I mean, you can throw your weapon like that, but you don't even use that ability that much. It is a pure hack and slash game. The controls are surprisingly accurate, like compared to like a conventional hack and slash action game like Devil May Cry or something like that. It doesn't need a lock-on system, unlike, you know, any of those games. Either being auto lock or a manual lock, because you have full control over where you're aiming at. So it's kind of interesting in that sense, and you never have any camera angle issues. So like, you know, throughout this entire game, you know, it's in the third person, and especially back then, they had third person games were notorious for their bad camera, but in a game like this and Heavy Metal Fact 2, you never have that problem because you have full control over the camera and it's always glued to his back. So but here's the thing, while it solves all those problems, in a way it's actually what limits the game too, because there is very little strategy involved in playing this game. You basically run in, swing your sword, swing your axe. You have a couple of different weapons. Back off. When they swing theirs, you can block if you have a shield. And rinse and repeat, and that's it. And there isn't a whole lot of skill involved in that. The game can be challenging, sure, but you know, like if you can't beat something, it's really just a matter of finding health, you know, finding some lizards to eat, and then, you know, just doing the same thing over again, just trying to avoid the hits. But the main problem is that it's not fun. Now, here's the thing, like, the combat is not fun, I should say. So while it is more accurate, a hack and slash game doesn't need to be like super accurate like an FPS game needs to be, because you're not shooting anything. Like, as long as you just attack in the general direction as the enemy is in, that's really all you need. So that's why games like Ninja Gaiden and Devil May Cry, they're fine the way they are with an auto lock system, you know, and Dark Souls has like a manual lock system. They're fine like that. So this game, the combat is just click, 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 and it's so unsatisfying. It doesn't feel good. And that is the most important thing in an action game. If you can get the combat right, if just controlling your character, moving him around feels good, and the combat feels good, you already have like maybe 75, 80, 85% of the game right there. And in this game, it's not like it's horrible, but it's not fun. Combat's just not enjoyable. The other thing that really hurts this game is the beginning of the game is horrible, like I said before. So this game had a big problem where the beginning of the game it consists of just fighting a lot of really small enemies, like little creatures, and it's not fun. It kind of betrays the whole point of this game, Like, the reason why I liked the demo was because the demo takes place near the end of the game. And in the end of the game, where I am right now, near the end, you're fighting the cooler enemies. The Vikings and the larger wolves and other creatures that are large and look cool. But in the beginning of the game, it's all just little crap. And the other thing that makes the beginning of the game really crappy is the level design. You're just like in caves all the time. It's so boring and dark. And this is using the Unreal Engine, so like for the time it looked good, but from an artistic point of view, the beginning of the game just looks really bad. It looks really bland. Now, as the game goes on, it gets better with the level design. As you can see, like this place looks okay, and the enemies become better. And that's really what like that's part of what makes a a hack and slash game interesting. You need to have excellent environments, great level design, and really interesting enemy design too. Now, if I compare it to Dark Souls, for example, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, it doesn't really matter. What part of what makes those games so amazing is, yes, the combat, but also the level design and the enemy design. So in those games, you have incredible, like when you see some, like there have been times in Dark Souls where I just couldn't believe it. What the hell? Why is he walking on water? Like I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Because like I was blown away by hold on. I was blown away by the environments and the cool vistas and things like that. Whereas in this game, yeah, the environments are nothing to really write home about. Both in terms of level architecture and also the level design itself is pretty shit. The other thing that makes the level design shit is that you get kind of what I'm having an issue with right now, is that you kind of get stuck, and you don't know what to do, you don't know where you're supposed to go. And this happens often. It's this obtuseness, and I've never had this problem in any other hack and slash game, like Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden. There's never a point where like I'm stuck. Whereas in this game, yeah, it happens quite often. Most of the time I was able to get through it, but yeah, there's that one time when I had to use a walkthrough. And I feel like they do that on purpose just to artificially make the game longer than it actually is. And that's not good. So like I was saying, the enemy design is also another big thing. So another cool thing about Dark Souls and Devil May Cry is the look of the enemies. How the enemies look, how they fight, the aesthetic, that matters so much. In this game, it's kind of a mixed bag. The Vikings look cool, but in the beginning of the game, like the first 2/3 of the game, the enemies are small little creatures. They are uninspired, and then after that, you're fighting skeletons and zombies for way too long, much longer than you should. And you're doing that for most of the time, and I think a lot of people would just give up on the game at that point. I don't know why they didn't just make the whole game like this, where you're fighting, the cooler enemies, the Vikings and stuff, because they're what makes this game at least like somewhat interesting. So the enemy design is, like I said, it's not total garbage. I do like the Vikings. I do like the big wolves, but that's about it. And even in terms of them, like, even there's not a lot of variety there. So it sounds like I've been bashing the game a lot. There are some other things I like about the voice acting is actually kind of unintentionally hilarious, or maybe it was intentionally hilarious. I don't know, but I love it. Like it's they'll say stuff like "It's that boy Ragnar," and stuff like that. That's hilarious. That's funny, and like hearing the cutscenes You know, the voice acting's so over the top. Like it's bad in a Shenmue kind of bad, so that it's like it's so bad it's good. So I mean, don't expect like don't expect like Metal Gear Solid quality story here, but at least you know the voice acting is like endearing in the sense that it's so bad it's good. So that's kind of neat. Unfortunately, again, you know, you don't hear all that cool and funny banter until you get to the Vikings, and that's in the last third of the game. Um, yeah, I mean that pretty much covers it. Like, I mean, you also get before I forget, you do get these kind of like rune powers. Like this one's freeze. Um, you know, it's sometimes it's cool. Sometimes you'll get like kind of cool powers. I don't know exactly what dictates what you get. Because sometimes you get some cool ones like vampire. I don't know if there's a way to actually select it. I've just been using whatever is selected right now. Maybe I'm playing the game wrong. I don't know, but the one problem that does exist is that, see, I just used the rune power and I can't use again. So what you end up doing is you end up not using the rune power that much. You save it a lot because you're saving it for like some tough enemies, and then you just end up not using it at all because what's why wouldn't you save it, you know? So even though it has like some cool rune powers, you just end up not using it too much. Or here's one cool thing, not me dying there, but you can pick up enemy weapons and stuff like that. So you'd get like some different weapons, like these big maces and stuff like that. Really, you gotta wait until you get to the Viking area until you get the cool weapons. So you can pick up some different weapons, but honestly, I never really noticed that big of a difference with the weapons. I mean, I guess some enemies are more vulnerable against some weapons than others. But it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's the most effective weapon in any given situation. So you just end up kind of using one weapon the whole time and not really caring too much about about the weapon variety. You know, you don't get a different attack set with different weapons. So it's always the same attack set. You know, unlike in like Devil May Cry or something like that. So gives you kind of the veneer of variety and depth, but in the end, it's still pretty shallow when it comes to combat. As you can hear, there's really no music. I mean, there's music sometimes, but it's just okay, you know. Not really bad or good, but, you know, it's there. It's alright. And I like the Viking theme. The graphics, like I said, in the beginning, like, it's using the Unreal Engine, Unreal Tournament engine. And at the time it looked great, but the artwork in the beginning of the game is not great. But near the end of the game, like where I am now, it gets better. It doesn't look, if I compare it to another game, Heavy Metal Fact 2, it doesn't look as good as that game, because that game uses the more advanced Quake 3 engine. But it looks alright. And that's, yeah, I mean, like, it's not some game I would recommend to anyone else. I just wanted to beat this game because I had it for so long and I never beat it, and I always wanted to. So it was mostly just for my own satisfaction. If you're desperate for a Viking hack and slash game, I don't know, maybe the new God of War is what you should play. But aside from that, maybe this might be kind of interesting. Other than that, your time is probably better spent on other games. And that's all I really have to say. Alright. Let's get through this. Pacing of the game is trash, yeah. It's... I wish like they just made the entire game with the Vikings instead of having all those little enemies in the beginning. Am I satisfied? I'll be satisfied once the game is done. Once I've beaten the game. Then I will have my sense of satisfaction. Because then, yeah, like I've had the game for a long time, and it would be great to beat it. Yeah, this game came out in 2000. It's a pretty old game. It's 18 years old. Pretty old. What about you, Turkey Boy? Are you satisfied? Let's see, we gotta go here. Let's save. Deeply satisfied. Where did these guys come from? So these are dwarves, okay. Okay, here they come. See what I was talking about, the weapon variety? Like, they drop these big-ass hammers, but they're not even effective against these guys. You're just better off sticking with this big-ass axe. Like, it gives you the illusion of having weapon variety, but they all they all control, they all fight, they all have the same. I'm trying to think of the right way of putting this. They all have the same attack pattern. You know, no different move sets. Hmm. I have 33. Is that when you're gonna go to sleep? Yeah, that's when you're gonna go to sleep. That's fine. I'll try my best. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat the game in that short of a time. We're probably gonna have to stream a little bit longer. Maybe we will stream longish. If you have to get going, I understand, Tricky Boy. I just don't know where to go from here. Oops. So between this game and look at this big fucking turkey leg. Leg of meat. Between this game and Oracle of Ages, Churtka, what do you prefer watching? Because I know you preferred watching God of War Ascension to Zelda. I remember you saying that. God of War Ascension was a good game. We've been here before. It's leading nowhere. Come on. Stuck again. Zelda music's too annoying. Oh yeah, that one song did repeat quite a bit. That was in the Forest of Illusion, or at least the Oracle of Ages equivalent to that. I feel like this door is supposed to open at some point, but it's not open. Oh. What the fuck? They're like ancient cartridges. They look a little bit like those gigantic cartridges, you mean? Yeah. Kinda chunky. Look at that windmill, that's kinda neat. Like, this game is so average that even a windmill is like kind of interesting because there's nothing else that's interesting in this environment. You just get cliffs, walls, doorways. Hey, windmill. That's actually something kind of different. Would you rate that windmill a 10 out of 10, Cherky boy? Let's save. Save at the windmill. What's in this door? Nothing. It's like it has like some cool moments, but then you're kind of left wondering, why doesn't it do those cool moments more often? It's like they spent it's like they had like a couple of good ideas, but they couldn't extend it the whole entire way through the game. That's flat. No, it has depth. See the fans, the 3D polygons. Full 3D. This is the future. This ain't Doom. This is real deal 3D. Let's see, what the hell happened? Something happened. Oh, okay. The door opened up is what happened. Hey, he has a new sword. Want to check out the new sword? Damn it. Oh, that's where the door is. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That maybe is supposed to happen. Maybe. Because it's slowed down, so maybe we can catch a ride on it now. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can jump onto this thing. Here we go. Hey, it's kind of neat. we can ride the windmill. So it's not totally useless. It actually has some interactivity. Came from windmills and go back to windmills? Did we? Were there windmills in the beginning of the game? I can't remember. It's been so long ago. Now that I think about it, yeah, I first started streaming this game before I went on the break, so it has been a long time. I want these lizards. He just bites the head off and leaves the rest. He's a very wasteful person. Whoa, what the fuck? No. It's like he automatically grabs onto the ledge. They could have deactivated the ledge grabbing there. Okay. It sliced me in half because he grabbed onto the ledge. What a fucking genius. Maybe if we crouch, we can deactivate that ledge grabbing thing. Crouching in this game is pretty useless. Nope, actually it doesn't do anything. When you're crouching, you can't even fall through the hole. Okay, got stuck in there. Oh, you're talking about in real life. In real life you're talking about. I thought you were talking about in this game. Yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Fuck, man, fuck. Yeah. We used windmills, water mills. We also still use steam power. It's just, instead of using coal, like, there was never a such thing as steam power, because the power doesn't actually come from the steam. The steam's just a working fluid, but coal was the energy source, which, we still actually use. It's just we use it to generate electricity. So yeah, we just don't use steam locomotives anymore. We don't use it in, there we go. We don't use it in vehicles. Huh? Oh wait. There we go. Okay. Let's save here, just in case. Are we like almost at the final area of this game? Look at this look at this man of war. This fucking pulsating man of war. You ever see any Portuguese man of war, Turkey boy? It's a Portuguese man of war, but it has like some kind of energy blast. How do I get out of here? I'm stuck. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Give me my sword. Yeah. Let's ring the doorbell. This area actually looks pretty cool. Honestly, like, I think my axe is the best way to go, but I don't have the good axe. Oh well. I shouldn't have traded it for this sword. I think the axe was better. Very well crafted statues. Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap. I think my buddy Tatsu, he gifted it to me. Yeah, we need to stream that game one day too. Yeah, Tatsu gifted. He's a very, very nice guy. How much was it? Okay, probably have to ride the steam vent up. No, doesn't go anywhere. 20 euros. We'll definitely stream it. The Wonder Boy. Yeah, we streamed Monster World 4. Remember with Nilavani? And I believe that's in the Wonder Boy series. So, yeah, we'll definitely stream Tatsu's Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap, one of these days. There's a lot of games we gotta stream. It's hard to find time to get to them all, but we will. I promise. Yeah, Monster World, that was also another mixed bag. It's like it was kind of good, but then then the whole game just went to shit in the ice pyramid. Remember the ice pyramid? That place was garbage. And like, I can see a lot of people wanting to give up the game at that point. And I think a lot of people did give up the game at that point. Nilavani gave up at that point. I forced myself to beat it. And I'm glad we did beat it. But not a game I would want to play again. But it is a cool game, and it gets extra points for being on the Genesis. AKA Mega Drive. Alright, where the hell do we go? Alright, let me save. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think I know what to do. See, like, these puzzles are supposed to be, like, intuitive. They're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be, like, fun puzzles. Like, God of War had fun puzzles. This doesn't have fun puzzles, except for, like, this thing. Like, this thing's actually kind of cool. You like this cog thing, Churka? This ranks up there with the windmill, I think, in terms of quality environments. Gigantic things. See, like, if the entire game was like this, if this was the game, then it actually would have been a lot better. It wouldn't have been a masterpiece, but it would have improved with the pacing issues. It would have made the game feel less repetitive. Look at all these these lizards are cooking in this bonfire. That's actually kind of neat. And there was some stuff like that in Breath of the Wild. We'll stream Breath of the Wild one of these days. I could try hook up my Switch via the dongle thing. Or alternatively, I could maybe use an emulator, actually. Either one's fine. Emulator would get better quality, and there wouldn't be any input lag. Got some D-bag enemies here. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's use maybe the rune power here. Once these enemies show up again. this would be a good time to use it. Here comes the dopey trio. Fuckers. Turn them into chunky salsa. Don't you hate those fuckers, Turkey boy? There they go. So what do? We jump down there and fight them? I don't know what the point is. No, we can go this way. Can't you see I'm busy eating? Man, this weapon sucks. Why did I give this up? Alright, fuck it. Let's take the hammer. Give me the fucking hammer, man. Ugh. Won't pick it up. What does this do? Open up valves and shit? Valves and shit? Got a sense of deja vu here. What is this reminding me of? This reminds me of something. A game that I streamed. Oh well, I can't remember. Some game. Maybe no one... It might have been a level in No One Lives Forever. It reminded me of this. I don't know. Can't remember. Something like that. What's over here? Okay. Weren't we here already? I don't know. This should be new. This better be new. Got a lizard thing there. Don't need any more lizards. I don't get it. Wait a minute. This goes... Where are we going? Let me save. Let's save here. See, like, right now, I don't know if I'm coming or going. Like, I lost my sense of direction. I think we're going backwards here. I think so. Okay, I think we can just duck through this. Yeah, probably. Or, wait a minute. I think we can. Is a historical incorrect. Metal wasn't used as wall protection in a sewer these days. Metal was rare and expensive. Can't suspend your disbelief anymore. They do use an awful lot of metal. Lots of heavy metal, but I thought you liked heavy metal, Jerky Boy. For some reason I can't swim underneath this thing. Hold on. No, it's... hold on. Maybe there might be like a gap in that thing. Let's look for the gaps. Got some stuff there. Nothing there. Man, just touching it kills you. That's like highly corrosive metal. Like even if you just touch it, you blow up into giblets. What is this? Why is there chains here? Oh, there's something over here. That did something. Brutal metal. Look at all this metal. Lots of metal stuff. Okay. This is weird. Like it turned into like a cog thing into like a set of stairs. Okay, that's fine. As long as we can keep going. Alright, let me save. There's one of those moments where you like kind of wish that the game would just end already. It's like, is this gonna end like kind of soon? Are there any games that you played, Churtka, that you forced yourself to beat? Like, you just like, you made yourself beat it. Even though you weren't really enjoying yourself. I guess we'll hit the gong. What's this do? Okay. Really, your first Dark Souls run? I guess it's kind of similar. I mean, at a certain point, I mean, when it's a very long game, yeah, it can kind of start dragging. You know, Dark Souls is still an amazing game. Disorienting and angry. It was long before the Dark Souls hype. Bana on release. Oh, okay. So you weren't well acquainted. You were a Dark Souls noob because you didn't have a PlayStation 3, so you couldn't play Demon Souls like the rest of us. Back then, we would make fun of all the Xbox and PC players because they were such newbies, and they sucked so much ass. We ridiculed them and made them pay for their crimes against humanity. For fuck's sake. Come on. You got the collector's edition. That's cool. You never... Did you ever get the remastered version? Oh wait, no, you got the PC version, so you got the one with the DS fix, right? So you didn't need to get the remastered.
Not your boy.
There's a pretty good YouTube channel that did a comparison of the remastered versus DS fix, and it's a pretty good comparison, and actually points out how it is better than DS fix. Overwhelmed by the hardness? Yeah. It is hard. Like I said, you know, Demon Souls in some ways, in a lot of ways, is harder. The thing is though, there's other things about Dark Souls that make it hard. Like with Demon Souls, even though it's ridiculously hard, you can also cheese through the game by using magic. But like in the beginning of the game, you're gonna have a hard time, but near the end, yeah. If you can get through the beginning, none of the enemies can cope with ranged attacks, so it becomes ridiculously easy. And also near the end of the game, near the end of the game, you are swimming in curatives. You have plenty of health restorative items. Oh, good, the axe. The axe is back. And I can't pick it up. Wait, hold on. Give me the fucking axe, man. It won't let me pick it up. Hold on. This is a better axe. This is a better weapon. I don't like this. I need this axe. You have no idea how much I need this. Come on, man. This is bullshit, man. I can't pick it up. We'll have to wait until we find another one. Gotta love these glitches. I don't know, inexplicable glitches that make no sense. Yeah, the devs, you mean Human Head? I'm laughing at them then, for all the work they put into Prey 2. Nah, I'm actually crying because that was gonna be a great game. That was gonna be an amazing game. Prey 2, the game that could have been. That would have been like basically like the action version of Cyberpunk 2077. You know, like instead without any like real major RPG mechanics. It was gonna be like a bounty hunter game. It was so cool. The coolness could not be understated, and I just can't believe Bethesda fucked it all up. I know that you said the new Prey is good, and I will play it. I'll get it on PC. But in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be biased. But I will, as a gamer, I have to give it a fair shake, and also as a guy that, you know, reviews games. I'm not gonna say I'm a professional reviewer, although I would love to have the job. I do review games, and I know you have to maintain objectivity. Would have been the bad version of Rage? What are you talking about? It would have been the good version. No, it wasn't gonna be anything like Rage. It was like a bounty hunting game, and it was gonna have like really cool parkour moves and stuff. Gotta play it as BioShock. Yeah, you said like it was more similar to Deus Ex. Yeah. Which, by the way, I remember when I beat Mankind Divided. That was around the time you were playing Prey, actually. And I love that game. At first it was kind of slow. Okay, here we go. But then it picked up, and I really enjoyed it. We'll stream both Deus Ex, Human Revolution, and Mankind Divided, and maybe even the original. Speaking of BioShock, yeah, BioShock Infinite is a game I need to play. I'll play that before BioShock 2. I do want to try BioShock 2 at some point, but I definitely want to play BioShock Infinite first, because that is the real deal successor to BioShock. I think BioShock 2 was made by Obsidian? Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, Obsidian kind of does like B-roll games, if I'm completely honest. Speaking of BioShock 3 and stuff, there's gonna be a remake of System Shock 1 eventually. It's using Unreal Engine 4. It used to use the Unity engine, but they had some major development problems, so we don't know when that's gonna come out. Wow. We really need to ditch this fucking sword. Piece of shit. Alright, maybe we'll use one of these rune powers. Yeah, it was originally going to use the Unity engine, and it was just going to be a straightforward remake of System Shock 1, which actually I did beat. I did beat System Shock 1. And it's a good game, dated, but still good. And it's kind of weird, like for some reason it actually looks better on the Unity engine. By switching to the Unreal Engine 4, I can't really explain why, but it doesn't look as good. Even though technically the Unreal Engine 4 is the more advanced engine. But then again, Fortnite is on Unreal Engine 4 too, so that game doesn't look... Like, it doesn't look terrible, and as long as you're running it on a PC with all the details maxed, it looks okay. But it really does need to be, like, maxed out in order to look decent. It needs to be, definitely needs to be at 1080p. If it's running at anything lower than 1080p, it looks really janky. Like, the jaggies are just really, really nasty looking. No problem, Turkey boy. Dwarven Mountains. Let me just check the walkthrough real quick. I just want to see how far along are we. Because I just want to see how close to the end. It's hard to tell. Well, whatever. Buzza, buzza, buzza. Buzza, buzza. You kidding me? Wow! The fucking wimp killed me. Doesn't last long enough. Alright, finally. Whew. Mead. One of these days I want to try mead. Get back here, you fucker. Where do you think you're going? Fucking idiot. Fucking bastard. Alright. This way. This is like, oh man, look at this guy. Holy shit. Whoa. I mean, he can't hit me from here. Oh. Is he dead? And now he's dead. That's the end of that fucker. Some boss. The weakling grunts are harder than him. What the hell? Grab some mead. Very nice of them to dine on my favorite foods and drinks. fast. Can't go that way? When the hell are we gonna get out of this dwarven area? Okay. Save the jump into the water. And wait. This doesn't lead anywhere. Get out of here. What does that do? This lame fucking game. Oh, the axe. I can't pick it up. I still can't pick it up. Come on. Oh, here it is. I already have it. That's why. Jeez, I had it this whole time. Okay. Where do I go? More fuckers? Oh, twice the fuckers. Jeez. The dwarves are tough. Like regular dwarves, not even like the armored guys or anything, just regular dwarves, they're tough. Severed limb? No thank you. What's that do? Mead. monsters came out? Okay. Oh, welcome back, Jertka. At the moment, I'm kind of stuck. But what else is new? This game, it doesn't know when, like, enough is enough. Lost too much health. Okay, good. Okay. And it goes up there, okay. Okay, no problem. No problem at all, tricky boy. I'll probably keep streaming because I want to try and beat this game. This needs to be beaten sooner rather than later. Oh man. Use this sword again. This sword's kind of cool. Not kind of cool, very cool. When the hell do we get out of this dwarven nightmare? Huh? Where do I go? Over here, maybe? To the green light? Nope. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I can bust this thing open. Then what? Then that does nothing. Okay, I don't think there's anything else up here to get. This is just... I'm stuck. Again. I don't know where to go. Like, it opens up something, I think, but I just don't know where the hell it is. It's like, this is... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, maybe this way. Here we go. We're almost dead. Great. And these guys are running generators. That's kind of funny. No more generators.
Nazi boy.
I'm about to die. Check out the other generator, guys. They have slave labor. It's about to explode. Maybe. I don't know what's doing. Any lizards? Right here. Forgot to mention something about the platforming in this game. The platforming in this game is not fun at all. Like, it has it, but it doesn't need it. And it's not fun. Okay, we can save now. We're in a comfortable position. We might have to put this off until tomorrow again. We'll stream for another 30 minutes. Because I am not streaming this way late into the night. Looks like it's going to be a little bit longer than I would have liked. Great. But we will stream for another 30 minutes, and then I'm calling it. I hate those things. That was close. Gonna get going? Okay, no problem, Chertka. Thank you for streaming with us. Have a good night. Yeah, like I said, we'll probably be streaming this tomorrow too. Because, like, I thought we could get through this tonight, but evidently not. This area actually looks somewhat decent, though. We're still in the Dwarven lair, though. Like, this never ends. No problem. No problem, Chertka. It's okay. That guy fell right off. Slice and dice! Okay, that was actually kind of cool. Good, looks like we're maxed out on rune power. Alright, now what? Where are we? We are in a new location. We're finally out of... Where are we? What is this place? Please tell me we're out of the Dwarven Caverns, because I was sick of that shit. Hey look, it's a deep sea angler. I love these fucking things. How do we climb out of here? Oh. I guess this fell down at a certain point. He killed his own buddy. Oh no, he's still alive. There we go. I'm gonna pick up one of these big ass hammers. We're still in the Dwarven area. Oh no, this is a new area. Good. But I want out. What the fuck? Alright, I guess I have to jump over here, right? Yeah. Huh? Open up something, I think. Underwater, maybe. Or not. Fucking hell. Hit the switch. Can we jump down here? Oh boy, that's gonna be one hell of a drop. Looks like there's a ledge though, okay. Yeah. A little bit of damage. Oh nice, this weapon one-shots these guys. Nice. Okay, now we're doing some damage. The previous weapon just wasn't doing shit. Now the fucking battle hammer. Got shock. Bam, bam, bam. What's this?
What do you want?
Whoa. Caught me off guard. What the fuck? Why, I didn't save anywhere over there? What the hell? Yeah, I did. Hey, Cinnabon! Ah, glad you could make it. You were probably eating dinner, right? How are you doing? Some chunky bits over here. How's everything going? It's supposed to be in bed. Ah, glad you could stop by before bed. We'll be streaming for like maybe 30 more minutes. I thought I could beat this game tonight, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to beat it tonight. We'll just stream for 30 more minutes. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Other than school, anything in particular bumming you out about school? Or is it just the same old bullshit?
What do you want?
These guys get you in a hit stun, they can kill you. Even though it only takes 2 hits to kill them. Okay, good. That was good. I could have easily been fucked up there. Just the same bullshit, huh? Same old bullshit. I hear ya. It does suck. Not gonna disagree. I've been there. Been there myself. How are things with your dad? Anything particularly getting you down? Or are things kind of okay? got a beastie. And that's the end of the beastie. Okay. Looks like we got everything. Let me save. You have to save often. Same bullshit still upset you every day. Sometimes I try to have good days. Yeah, it sounds like it's like an eternal struggle with you and your, you know, since you're in that situation. It's watching a Trump rally, yeah. I'm so sorry you have to put up with that. That's a load of bull. No one should ever have to be subjected to that. It's gonna retract it, okay. It's embarrassing. Do most of the kids at school at least oppose Trump? Well, in your religious circles, they must support Trump anyway, even though he's not a Christian, really. He's not a Christian. He doesn't know anything about Christianity. He never gave a fuck. He's just pretending like he's a big Christian supporter because for political reasons, because it's politically favorable. But he's not. I know more about Christianity than that fool does. USA Flavor. USA Flavor. Thank you for the follow. You a fan of Rune? It's kind of an obscure game. I'm amazed that there's people who actually know about this game. Where the hell are we? Yeah, I figured as much. Hopefully at school there's less of that. Among your friends, right? You have some good homeboys. Can I make this jump? Yes, we can. Then we jump down in there, I guess. Let's save it the second slot. Yep. One of your friends doesn't know? There's nothing to hide. Like, it's pretty common. Like, especially if your friend knows that your family's religious. You know, you can just explain the situation. You know, like, my family's religious. You know, what do you want from me? That's them. It doesn't represent you. Cutscene. Little cutscene here. This is the boss dwarf. Let's see. We came from there, right? Okay. Everyone knows that he supports Trump. You would have no friends at all. But you know, again, like, that's your dad. They can't hold that against you. You know, that's not right. Lots of parents are conservative and religious. And a lot of kids break away from their parents' line of thinking and think for themselves. And that's the most commendable thing you could ever do, to be your own person, be your own man. You're not going to just follow in your father's footsteps. You're going to be your own man. And that's good. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Daily Show clips. Yeah, he's funny. He's good. Let's see. Loki's creatures, tall and made of dead men. Okay. There we go. Did the old smash, smash, smash. There we go. Well, here's the thing. If they judge you based upon what your father thinks, then they're not really good friends. That's all I gotta say. Because I don't judge you based upon the way that your father thinks, you know? Hey, X-Infected. Thank you. Yeah, we're streaming a little bit late. We actually were streaming pretty late the other days too. I think I saw you in the I think I saw you in the chat yesterday, but you didn't say anything. Your whole school in general, really? Okay. Well,
This indulgent structure is new. It seems the Dwarf Lord has built a temple to himself. The dwarves are indeed excellent smiths, but without their leader they will scatter in fear, and their use to Loki will be at an end. Seek out the Dwarf Lord within, Ragnar. Destroy the creature vain enough to appoint himself a demigod, and the runes will tell of how you crippled his entire army.
no, you do, X-Infected? I appreciate that. So what's new with you, X-Infected? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you go to a liberal school that hates Trump. I'll put it that way. What's all this? Gotta jump over there. You been playing any games these days, X-Infected? Any games? Oops. let's 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 wait and see what they're building over here. Oh, you've been playing COD. Ugh. Nobody's perfect, X-Infected. Nobody's perfect. go there? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Feel like you were born into a nightmare? Yeah. I'm really sorry that you're in that situation. But I can promise you it won't always be that way. I mean, even X-Infected's family are religious. Aren't they, X-Infected? But your mom knows that you don't like religion. Does she know that you're an atheist? COD story mode are way too American imperialist. Yeah, that's par for the course for these kinds of games. I'm sorry to say. Look at those gigantic things over there. Still have to go to church, yeah. But good thing is that they know, and yeah, they make them go to church, but they know. They didn't disown him. This fucker, look at this guy. This ginormous fucking thing. Damn it. There's no strategy with this fucking thing. Whoa, this is weird. Really? Who? What makes you think that? Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that, X-Infected. Managed to whack that guy. Nice, if I do say so. I love whacking these fuckers. Probably could have lured him over to those things. Oh well. We killed him, that's all that matters. We're at the gates of the mighty castle. Probably pretty close to the end of the game, but we will close up in about 10 minutes. I see. It's a little weird, yeah. And she's an old lady, huh? Not like a sexy nun or anything like that, so... Yeah, just keep your distance. Keep your distance.
Jibapo.
Lumbering ape man. Try to avoid her. Yeah. The sooner you get out of there, the better. Jeez, that took everything. Luckily, we got some meat over here. This is some MSG covered meat, by the way, X-Infected. My favorite. Yum. Okay. Oh, here's a rune. We could have used it. Oh well. There is. Yep. Yeah, there is. Lots of bullshit. Here we go. You can't have rationality in religion. That's an oxymoron. Religion by definition is a rationality. More gigantic fuckers? Oh man, there's a lot. Look at these fucking big ass fucks. There's one more. Okay, let me grab this rune. Then let's fuck it up. Did I kill it? Why is it doing a cinematic right there? Okay, now we got it. Well, they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong, of course, because that's why they try to hide. But they do it anyway. Troll spawned. Miserable. What? Troll spawn. Okay. You made a list on your phone. Hey, look at this fucker. Look at the size of this fuck. Strategy to this. We just gotta pound the shit out of them. Let's get out of here. Grab some lizards. Well, you also got people online who think bestiality should be legalized. You know. You'll see all kinds of fucked up people, you know, because since they can hide on the internet, then all their sick sexual perversions are revealed, and they are fucked up. Some really sick fucks. Whoa. Good. I don't think the hammer is actually the best weapon against this guy. It's just like a bunch of health restorative items, but no rune power, which is what I need. This guy won't die. Oh, I'm supposed to go up here. Going up here does what, though? I don't know what to do. I mean, once you're up here... This thing's kicking my ass. There's probably some trick to killing this guy, but I don't know what it is. Well, hopefully she is just being excessively nice. But yeah, that is fucked up. check a walkthrough, because this actually might be the final boss. I don't really know when this game's gonna end. My guess is that there's still more to it. That's my guess. Oh, okay. It opened up another door here. Well, you gotta keep in mind, with Christianity, it does not say that pedophilia is wrong. There's not a single passage in the Bible that says pedophilia is wrong. Damn it. Okay, I might check like a walkthrough. Because I really don't care about like this game stuff. It's just ridiculous. Oh, wait. There's another thing opened up. Oh, fuck. I think I'm onto something here. Whoa. I wonder if this is the final boss. Better be, because he's fucking annoying. It's like you gotta go down here and do some stuff occasionally. Save. Let's save here. There actually there are passages in the Bible that describe God commanding the entire slaughter of towns. That has happened, and encouraged in their slaughter of these towns, they did rape, yes, and it was encouraged by God. idea how to activate these things. Oh, there's another switch. I think I have almost all the switches activated now. Almost, just one more left. I think he needs to energize these things or something. Hey, Dragoon. Damn it. It's alright. Saved over here. I'm still not entirely sure how to do this. This is just weird. Let's just like let him like hit like a couple of these walls and then go back and see. Like he's becoming more powerful, that's the problem. Like those bolts now they're like dealing maximum damage. So even though I have good health, it doesn't matter. Like look how quickly it drains my health now. That sounds like a good use for the Bible, Cinnabon. Good use for it. This thing is really powerful. What causes it to come up? Like this switch needs to activate, but I don't know what to do to activate it. Let's see if we just run into one of these things. could do that, but we're pretty close. But I'm not even sure. Oh, wait. There we go. It's being zapped. There we go. I don't know what I did, but that did it. Alright. Let's see if we can heal a little bit first. Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that, Cinnabon. Can't wait until you can get out of that situation. Thank you, X-Infected. I don't know exactly what I did, but I did it. Whatever I did it. Is that the end of the game?
Fed by the countless souls of hell, armored by the treacherous dwarves, and led by your blood enemy, Conrak has guided Loki's armies to your village and its last remaining brimstone. If it is destroyed, my hold on Midgard will be so weakened that Loki might free himself and unleash Ragnarok. Be strong, Ragnar, for the final confrontation approaches, and you fight not merely for your village, but for God and mortal alike.
It's not it. That's not it yet. Alright. We will close here for tonight. And we will finish this game up tomorrow. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to finish this game tomorrow. Alright? After we beat this game, we will go back to Zelda Oracle of Ages on Wednesday. So, I want to thank everyone for streaming with me. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a pleasure. And hope to see you guys tomorrow for the finale of Rune. So have a good night, everyone. Bye.